My forehead is really shiny today. Hey y'all, it's Michael. Let's do a reading catch up. Okay, so first off, let's do audiobooks first. I'm still listening to The Devil at His Elbow, Alex Murdoch, and the Fall of a Southern Dynasty by Valerie Bourlain. Narrated by Maggie Meg Reed, and then the introduction was read by the author. Y'all, this book is excellent. Oh my gosh. It is so good. I love this so much. I am so excited to drive to work in the mornings and the afternoons coming home so I can listen to this because that's my main audiobook consumption time. It is so good. I have roughly about 4 hours left. It's super long. And I'm listening to this like on normal speed just because I want to soak it all in. This is amazing. This is about Alex Murdoch, and it's basically how he, I don't know, was it proven yet? I don't know, because I'm not at that part yet. His wife and his son got murdered, and then he's the main suspect. That's where I'm at right now. This book is incredible. This is like journalism for real. What I love most about this, I'll talk more about it once I actually finish it, because I want to see how the ending is, because I don't know anything. I don't know, like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it is so incredible. What I love most about this is that it is so detailed, but not overwhelming at all. I'm able to keep up, and it's told in a way where it's like straight to the facts, like here, bam, bam, bam. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The thing with journalism though is sometimes like, you as a journalist, you want to be unbiased. You want to present the facts and whatnot. But there are parts in here where I'm not gonna lie, I laughed because I was just like, I see what you did. I see what you did there. Like, there's a part in here where she's talking about, I think it was Randolph Murdoch. I think it was him. And he was, the author was talking about how he went to USC to play football as a bench warmer. I said, bruh, it's like you can. I was like, that's funny. Like you didn't have to go that hard. You can really tell that this is thoroughly researched, and it's a perfect example of like how storytelling can really make a story shine. Like you know what to tell me as a story. It's really compelling. Like it is so riveting. I love this so much. I'll have more thoughts once I actually finish it because I want to see the ending because I actually don't know how. I mean, it's so obvious, like, but I don't know what's gonna happen like at the end. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, if you ever saw this and was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if that's any good. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I am loving this. Like I can already tell this is 5 stars. Like there's no contention at all. Like it's 5 stars. Okay. And speaking of 5-star books, what I thought was going to be a 5 stars, from the last video, I finally finished reading The Delectable Negro, Human Consumption and Homoeroticism Within U.S. Slave Culture by Vincent Woodard. This is exactly what it's about. It's about cannibalism within the U.S. slave culture. Like it's really, and homoeroticism. Like it's exactly what the title says. Overall, I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. This book has I have so many thoughts about this book. First off, this is incredibly academic. Like it is super academic. And the beginning when I first started this, I wasn't fully. I mean, I was aware of it. I was aware of it being like academic. And this is super academic. Like this is not a book that you would read for introduction wise. It is more of like the second novel. Like it is truly academic. Like, it has so much information and it's really deep. It's super researched. I mean, the bibliography alone, I was like, holy crap. It's super well thought out and super well researched. I do have a few contentions about this book, and this is like very personal for me. The first one is the writing style. For a person who reads like me, mainly fiction, and who is like reading because of like storytelling and whatnot, the writing style is really contention because it is told it can really deter your average person from reading this because it's written in a way where for me anyways I feel like it's doing double speak like double it's that elevated type of writing which I do enjoy and I love like that style of like Victorian flowery type of writing and I feel like this novel does that but for me when it's just like straight up facts and straight up like nonfiction for me I prefer just like to the point because that's how me I actually have I've always have a science background so for me when it comes to like science I want it straight to the fact like pinpoint like super sharp tic tac type of writing and for me this type of writing style here doesn't really doesn't really drive with me in that regard and I know for a fact that is a personal thing as a reader that's what really deters me from really loving this because the information like that is presented is actually like it's incredibly compelling and I learned a lot and that's always a sign of a nonfiction that is like doing something is that I'm learning I'm truly learning this book does not shy away from the atrocities of slavery and what these masters did having like with the double speaking it does do with like the double entendres and like the meaning behind everything and so that is something to be aware of the descriptions it is very thoughtful that Woodard doesn't go into extreme descriptions but it is well enough to as a reader who like envisions like reading as a movie it's a lot like this book was a lot I would love to have a discussion with somebody who read this also like face to face essentially it would be three portions of this the first half is essentially the overall about like cannibalism and whatnot. The second third and the final third is what I would have to say is where it started to really lose me. So the second third portion of this really anchors itself that you as a reader have read enslaved people's biographies or like works because it kind of assumes that and that's like on me. Okay, that was on me. I should have read more. It really does require you to read like more works like about like even like you kind of have to read Beloved by Toni Morrison or like Nat Turner's novels like that books and a whole bunch of other things. Those would be the two main. The two-thirds of this really anchors down on Nat Turner, and so I wish I knew more about him because when it gets to that part, I felt lost. No, I wouldn't say lost, but I felt like kind of overwhelmed because I was like, oh, I should have read this type. I should have like known more about Nat Turner and anything. And then the portion where it talks about homoeroticism within slave culture, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was I don't know what I thought it was going to be versus what I felt experiencing it, like experience reading it. And it felt the last portion of this felt it didn't feel as cohesively like I want to say thought out, but cohesively like meshed together with all the evidence that Woodard is presenting to us, and I'm not. That's not a knockout at all because I know what happened because it mentions it in the beginning of what happened leading up to writing this this book. So I don't give that a knock at all because I understand. But overall, I would recommend this if you can handle it because it is intense. It is a lot. Like it's super academic, so be aware of that. Digital wise, I am starting the book for our book club. Yay! For me and Dom. So I downloaded it on here. Which is The Deep by Rivers Solomon. So I'm going to start on that soon. I just literally downloaded it today. Well, put it, I downloaded it, but I didn't download it because I have to go on airplane mode. Because I'm still, I'm finishing up. I have like 50 more, I have like 50 pages left. I'm going to finish this soon. Is On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong. I wanted to read this. I want to, I want to hold my thoughts until I get to the end, but I can already tell you this is gonna be a 2 stars for me, and that's because I have, I only have like 50 pages left, and I don't like this. And again, similar, like I was mentioning, I'm not liking the writing style. It feels overwritten, y'all. It feels like it. I was like, what? And like some of the similes and some of the metaphors, like I was like, this is just, it's trying to do too much, and it feels like this could have just been a poem, like a very long poem. Now I'm at the part where it's just like, okay. But I want to give more thoughts to it once I, finish it. Okay. Physical book wise, I'm gonna finish this. I really need to finish this so I can return it back to the library because y'all, this 2-person book club with my niece is a bust. Okay, it's a bust. She ain't finished this. Like, y'all, we're about to reach the middle of September. So, I'm gonna finish this, return it to the library, and then I don't know what she gonna do, but okay. Anyways, I'm still gonna finish. Still continuing reading *The Portrait of a Lady* by Henry James. I made it a personal goal to like try to read more like bigger books, especially this month. So I'm gonna try to do that. I just haven't had time to like really deep into this because I was reading my nonfiction, so I was trying to like read that. But I'm hoping to finish this week. We'll see. The reason why I want to like read some really big books is because it's my birthday week, so yay, coming up. Hey. Yeah, I'm old. And I took I took the week off out for work. Well, yeah, because I'm babysitting. Because long story short, I have to babysit while my parents. Because in September is their anniversary, so I always babysit as my gift. I babysit while they go on a trip or something. Like like 1 year they went to Mexico and all of that. I don't know. I don't know what they be doing. All I know is that I just babysit. So that's the plan. I'm gonna pick out another book. I have an ambitious book to read. We'll see how that ends up. But yeah, if you read any of these books, let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. Until then, I'll see you guys till next time. Bye!